It is terrific Tuesday. I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Since it was Memorial Day weekend, I decided to go with a white shirt and then I put a little American flag in my hair. It's a little lopsided. I hope it doesn't fall. I feel like a Miss America. All right, so we are starting our new chapter book. It's going to be another mystery. It's not an A to Z mystery. We've read a couple of those. So this is Jigsaw Jones and the Case of the Golden Key. So creepy attics, cobwebs, creaky floors, top detective Jigsaw Jones has seen it all. So when the new boy in town finds an old key hidden in his house, Jigsaw is ready to solve the mystery. But the clues are stacked against him. Will the key lead Jigsaw and Milo to their creepiest case yet? Well, I'm excited. So this is another series of mystery books. So if you like this book, there's a bunch of Jigsaw Jones books that you guys can read, maybe even over the summer. All right, so I'm very excited. Let's get started with chapter 1 on this terrific Tuesday. Although I did miss you guys on Marvelous Monday. Okay. Chapter 1. Sunday morning, I was riding uphill on my way to meet a new client. His house was on the edge of town, but it might as well have been the edge of the world. A neighborhood of long driveways and fancy cars. The houses came in 3 sizes: big, bigger, and just plain ridiculous. I arrived at 86 Baker Street, snapped down the kickstand, and took a look around. There was a lot around to look at. The front lawn was so perfect it could have been the infield grass at Yankee Stadium. The bushes looked like they had been trimmed with a pair of small scissors and a tweezer. The house itself was a little bigger than just plain ridiculous. I glanced up at my faded jeans and beat-up sneakers. I tucked in my shirt, pulled down my hat, and did 3 quick push-ups on the doorbell. Gong, 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 it chimed. The thick door opened without a sound. That was the first time I laid my eyes on Reginald Pinkerton Armitage III. Wow, what a name. He was shorter than me, though he stood as straight as a U.S. Marine. Reginald was dressed in a crisp khakis and a sweater vest over a button-down shirt. He wore a tidy bow tie and his slick black hair was held in place by gooey gel. With his right pinky, Reginald pushed a pair of round eyeglasses from the tip of his nose to his face. He eyed me with all the warmth of a sick goldfish. And you might be? I might be Jigsaw Jones, I answered. At least that's the name on my business card. I handed him my business card. Need a mystery? Call Jigsaw Jones or Mila, yeah. For $1 a day, we make problems go away. Call 555-4523 or 555-4374. There's their business card. $1 a day. That's cheap. He glanced at the card, looked over at me, and stepped aside. Do come in. So I did. With a voice as formal as a tuxedo, he asked, May I take your hat? Take it where? That made him blank. Off your head, naturally. The hat goes where I go, I replied. It's a package deal. He frowned. Your shoes are filthy. Place them on the mat by the door. I didn't make a move. Instead, we stood staring at each other like 2 cowboys in a showdown. Meanwhile, silence rolled by like a tumbleweed. I meant to say, would you place your shoes on the mat? Please, Reginald blurted. Say pretty please. Put a cherry on top and I'll think about it, I replied. So this is Jigsaw, that's Reginald. Oh, that's it. Chapter 2. We'll read it on Wonderful Wednesday. Just 1 chapter. Oh, we need a new bookmark. I'll find one. Here it is. All right, guys. So that was, well, do you want another chapter? We could do let's do chapter 2. Chapter 2, Truce. Reginald's face flushed a deep red. I don't care for your tone, he scolded. I replied with a long, slow yawn. Ho hum. Reginald brushed past me, yanked open the door, and scowled. Please leave now, he demanded. Loosen up, Reggie, I replied. We're just getting to know each other. That's Reginald, he snapped, and I don't care for your lack of manners. My manners, I guessed? Tell you what, let's start over. Only this time, maybe you try to work up a smile. You call me, remember? Got to fix my... There we go. Reginald's eyes widened in shock. He wasn't used to getting his toes stepped on. He stammered, I dare say yes, perhaps. Quite right, quite right. He pulled off his glasses, fumbled with them for a few seconds, then placed them on back of his nose. Perhaps we have gotten off to a bad start. He thrust out a hand. My name is Reginald Pinkerton Armitage III, but if you must, you may call me Reggie. A weak smile drifted across his face. I took his hand and shook it. Jones, I said. Jigsaw Jones, Private Eye. Reginald gestured down the long hallway. Shall we, he glanced once again at my feet. I'm awfully sorry, but it's a house rule. Well, my sneakers were muddy. Stepping on my heel, I slipped out of one sneaker, then the other. I was glad to see my socks matched. Too bad my big toe poked through like a beached white whale. Again, Reginald's lips headed south in a frown. Would you care for a pair of slippers, he offered. No thanks, I said. I replied, never on Sundays. I see you're a wise guy, he observed. All right, we'll stop in the middle of chapter 2, so I gave you a little taste of it. So, we will finish chapter 2 along with 3 on Wonderful Wednesday. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I got to fix this a little bit for math, and I will see you when we meet later. Bye, guys!